Well, hey there guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to talk about the strange case between Epiphone and Gibson and the people who support and hate them both. What's going on with all that? Don't go away. This is Rock Hard Riffs, guitar channel for the self-taught. Well, hey there guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you happen to be new to our channel, take a look in our playlists. There's all kinds of stuff in there, from the very beginner to original music to more advanced guitar technique to how to play certain songs. All kinds of stuff in there, guys. Have a look. And if you like what we do, please subscribe. We'd truly appreciate that. And please spread the word. You know, guys, we are kind of strange creatures. If we don't have a rival, we tend to create one. We tend to perceive things as either a threat or an asset to our little worlds. Perception is kind of like looking at reality through a kaleidoscope with an ego. It just tends to twist and color things, and that's just, you know, how we tend to be. Like what John Lennon said, living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all we see. Let's talk about what guitars we have here. We have, with the Gibsons, the Sg Modern. We have the Gibson Original Collection Flying V. As far as the Epiphones go, we have the Epiphone Es335 Pro, the Epiphone Les Paul Special, the Epiphone Les Paul Plus Top Pro, and the Epiphone Casino. Each of these guitars has their own sound, their own tone, their own thing. The Gibsons, of course, are quite a bit more costly than the Epiphones. Now, ever since the invention of the CNC machine, it's like the great equalizer. Now, back in like the 70s, the guitar lawsuit days and stuff, I had a couple of those. And one was a Memphis and the other was a Hondo. And I didn't particularly care for either, but the Hondo was definitely better than the Memphis. It was a Les Paul. Now today's copy guitars, if you want to call them that, like the Epiphones, are a step down. They're like a student guitar, kind of like LTDs are with ESP or Squier for Fender. These Epiphones, again, are made in China. They are made with CNC machines, but they still are handcrafted to a degree. Just like the Gibsons too, the same thing. Now, let's talk about each guitar and what I have found wrong with them and what I haven't found wrong with them, what I like and what I don't like. Let's start at the far left, the Epiphone Les Paul Plus Top Pro. There's just almost nothing I don't like about the guitar. It is really, really well built. It feels just like a Les Paul, pretty much sounds just like a Les Paul. I will say that the Pro Bucker pickups, in my opinion, are a tad weak. They sound fantastic. Great chime, really great tone to it. I'll tend to use this guitar more for recording than I would live, because it does have a beautiful tone, but it's a little on the weak side. Okay, the next guitar, let's take a look at the Gibson Sg Modern. I went over this thing with a fine-tooth comb, and just like the Les Paul next to it, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I just absolutely love this guitar. What about the pickups? Wow, fantastic. These are the Burst Bucker Pro and Burst Bucker Pro Plus. These things are killer. Some of the best pickups I think I've ever heard. Great, smooth, clean tone, and just raunchy as heck when it's overdriven. This is one killer guitar. Plus it has 24 frets, ebony fretboard, which I love. Mother of pearl inlays. It is the guitar for me. Just super sweet. Weighs perfectly, very well balanced. Everything you'd want in a guitar, or at least me. Okay, let's go to the back. The Epiphone Casino. What a gorgeous guitar. Even though the top and back are laminate, they still look great. And I'll tell you what, these pickups are not weak. These P90s in this thing are fantastic. And again, the guitar is a gorgeous guitar. There are a couple flaws on this. The E on the pick guard was coming off. I have a little bit of a problem with the D string saddle. And really, other than that, there are absolutely no issues, no problems with this guitar. Well worth the money. That's the thing, is that the Gibsons have kept up with inflation. So are they really too expensive? Well, if they're keeping up inflation, how can it be? Now, I don't remember anybody, there may have been, but I just don't remember anybody back in the 70s or 80s complaining about the costs of Gibson. Though even today, with the rate of inflation, they're right where about they should be. It's just that these other cheaper guitars that are made in China and elsewhere are so less expensive, it's almost embarrassing. But we're going to talk more about the quality of Gibson, what I've found in these guitars. Okay, next we have the Gibson Original Series Flying V. This has the Burst Bucker 2 and 3 pickups in it. That's an all mahogany body. Again, I absolutely love this guitar. Rosewood fretboard. I like the pointier headstock. I like the Gibson inlay on there instead of in the truss rod cover. I just really much prefer it, to tell you the truth. There has been one little thing you could say wrong with it, and this is like a Trogley's kind of wrong. The nut below the volume knob was a little bit loose, so I tightened it, and now the thing is as tight as can be. Plays like a dream. Sounds fantastic. Absolutely no complaints. Okay, let's go into the back there with the Epiphone Les Paul Special. Okay, I got this thing for $100 with a case. I think that's about all I have to say. This thing would make a great punk rock guitar, an absolutely great student guitar, or just something you might want to trash or use because you just like the way it sounds. You never know, but for $100, you can't go wrong. Let's go to what has been my primary go-to guitar, and that's my Epiphone Es335 Pro. It's just been an absolute dream guitar since I got it. I love this guitar. $350 or $360, something like that, dollars brand new for that guitar. Are you crazy? What more can I really expect from this? What is Gibson really going to offer me that this thing doesn't already? And of course, can the thing stand the test of time? Will it endure being on the road or being played a lot? Okay, let's take one thing at a time. These pickups are not weak. These are fantastic pickups on this. These are the Alnico Classics. Wow, these things scream and they also sing. They're just fantastic. I just absolutely love this guitar too. I look at it as we're getting away with just absolute steals with some of the Epiphones that have been coming out. Of course, I can't speak for every Epiphone. I can't speak for every Gibson. I won't pretend to. But I've been really, really lucky, guys. The Epiphones that I have picked up are just great guitars. They're just fantastic. The Gibsons that I have gotten, you know, I was kind of concerned because Gibson had fallen down a bit. I know they're trying to get back up, so I thought, well, you know, Gibson, how long have these guys been around? And I do understand that they're trying to turn the corner and improve, so I went ahead and got a couple of them, and man, I am not sorry at all. Again, these would be priced exactly right. These are right on the mark, maybe even a little bit less than they should be, so I'm not arguing either way. I look at all of them as a great buy. The quality on all of them has been fantastic so far, Gibsons, Epiphones alike. I just love them both, guys. So again, I'm trying not to give you a tainted or a biased point of view. I'm just being honest as I can with you from what I have experienced with them, and that's it. I'd say you won't go wrong with either. Each guitar, of course, is individual, but my experiences so far with both of these, Epiphone and Gibson, is they're both great. I don't think you go wrong with either. Are you spending too much money on Gibson? In my opinion, no. Epiphone, are they priced right? They are way underpriced, in my opinion. So there you have it, guys. The Gibson Epiphone debate and my point of view. Give us your opinion in the comments. We'd really appreciate that. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining us. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next video.